All right, guys, welcome to semifinals game of this month's MSEM GP. And today we actually have a co-commentator here. Say hi, whoever you are.
Hi, it's me, Asti.
Asti, the
Long time temporary commentator.
long time no see.
Indeed. I've been around. I watch games. I
New
keep up.
record number of Canadians.
I I never keep the player list in because it takes up room, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
wow.
I also
We do in
don't.
fact have 5 Canadians and then
Ooh,
me.
nice. Five? Right, I have to scroll down. Well,
Because Times is in there.
okay.
Also, Aagineer can't join because we're in a 2-person table.
Okay, let's move over then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what just happened on turn one?
So on turn one, Splashcat, Grimbastion, untapped, tiered up a Nomad's Township, cast an Expos named Blue, and whiffed on Cool Bean's hand.
Wow, they were really gunning for a turn one and the Zev Enforcer.
I mean, that's probably the right choice.
Yeah, that probably is, but looks like Splashcat got super punished by making that play.
Yeah, I mean, there's a decent amount of blue cards in the deck, and you're happy to hit a lot of them. It's just there wasn't one here.
So Cool Beans gets to do a turn one drop into turn two stuff. Like Cool Beans has stuff.
Things, magic cards even.
Splashcat draws Intrepid. And are they going to? I think they have to go for a hard remove. Nope, Splashcat is going for hand attack. That's certainly a choice.
They can't really cast the pit. They don't have the colors for the pith wilt.
Ah,
so
yeah, good
they
point.
Can't do that.
Yeah, good point.
True. I don't even know if you take an autumn favor. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the Cool Beans is stacking the deck. What the fuck?
I don't think this is actually a good draw because you don't like.
No, this. I mean, actually, autumn phase are like kind of bad.
Actually, maybe you just run out the autumn phase this turn. Like use it to bait a removal spell.
You should. Yeah.
Well, let's see if they go for it.
Cool Beans doesn't know this, but Splashcat has no removal, so.
Yeah, it's not looking good. If you draw a land, then you're good. Because you have Intrepid that can start doing stuff. You have a Gate of the Realms, and once that gets online, Cool Beans just loses, but has to get online first.
So, I mean, Cool Beans can just like go all out right now, just dump their hand onto the Rapid Countess. I'm not sure if they want to, because they might want to save some stuff for Omfe, but at the same time, like
the thing is, Sabotage plus Autumn Phase just like so insane. So that's something you'll have to consider.
Yeah, but I don't think you can reliably go for that because against removal, that's extremely bad. Yeah, so Cool Beans does the play that we were talking about.
Or you could even just like Festival Sabotage the Countess and then buff up the Autumn Fae, and then you're still swinging for a ton of damage anyway.
Splashcat top decks.
There's the banishment though.
So that's going to snag one of these guys.
Most likely the Autumn Fae.
So the interesting thing about banishment, at least, is that you kind of have to do it like in response to stuff. You can't just wait for your opponent to attack and then use it as removal, right?
Yeah. I mean, Cool Bean's gonna cast a non-creature spell.
Yeah, but it's at sorcery speed, so like I guess it doesn't matter. Also, it could like you also need to time this thing so that like if your opponent casts something and then you decide to like wait to Celestial Banishment the thing, then your opponent can just attack without casting anything else.
I mean, you just do it first thing you see, right? I mean,
yeah, but then your opponent knows about the Celestial Banishment, or I mean, like they don't have to worry about playing around instant speed removal when Splashcat taps out for Celestial.
Yeah, and if you go like,
ooh,
okay, we're gonna get the second Autumn Fae,
and this completely plays around.
We'll quickly see the coal line though, which that'll cause the Prowess to trigger and fire the banishment because Cool Beans doesn't really want to miss their land.
I guess that means that Cool Beans probably should have sequenced this better, where like you play out Omfe after co-lining. But I guess this doesn't really matter because like one of the Omfe is going to die anyways.
Yeah.
It was the non-hasty one.
Well, none of them have haste.
The non-summoning sick one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Festival Sabotage time, I think like, or actually maybe Strong Arm is better because it makes a treasure for next turn.
I've not seen Festival Sabotage.
Scorch Fate, that's interesting.
You know, this
All right.
That's little sabotage. It actually got nerfed. It used to audition and ping.
At instant speed, no less.
That is crazy.
Yeah, Splashcat still doesn't. Okay, that's extremely unfortunate. I think this is not Splashcat's game.
Just
Yes,
you can't concede there. You can't concede
That's pretty
there.
unlucky with lands.
Oof, yeah, that hurts. I feel bad for Splashcat, but
Just
not too
happens
bad
some-
because I mean, Blue Red Prowess is my deck, so I'm cheering for it to win. Let me open up the deck list window.
Cool Beans killed
Well,
Styles, so
according to Cool
I
Bean's
want
deck list
Splashcat.
name, they net deck Prowess because Times DM'd them.
Ah.
So really it was Times GP reminder message that's deserves commendation here, I presume.
Yeah, so let's look at sideboards. Let me just double check how my. Oh, okay.
So yeah, sideboards honestly not.
Let's look at Splashcat sideboard first because look at the amount of removal in Splashcat sideboard.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a good thing that Blue Red Prowess won game 1 because game 2 is going to be a lot tougher.
Yeah. I'm surprised Singularity's Grasp still sees play. That feels like the kind of card.
It wipes.
Yeah, Singularity's Grasp is still nuts.
It wipes enchantment decks.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you played back when
I remember the Stafford Workgate.
Yeah,
era.
So like we have those decks, except they got like 3 new cards that are a lot better.
Ah.
And then on Cool Bean's side, they got Spell Pierce and I think just Spell Pierce. But I think like Spell Pierce is actually a really good thing to bring in.
It's a banger, yeah, but I don't think you need anything else here.
Of course not.
Yeah, for the viewers at home, if you can't tell, I'm the old man of this group because I've barely been around. I played a league match recently.
The young man because I've been playing MSEM for less than 6 months.
I'm a medium man because I've been playing MSEM for like 2 years at this point.
Joined the server in 2020. Oh my god, that is astonishing. I did not even know that. Have I actually been playing that long though? Let me go into my like messages and sort by old.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, so let's actually just show off the cards. So Nizev Enforcer. Oh, the game has started. Okay, well, anyways, Nizev Enforcer is like the main cards. Oh, well, that's convenient.
You get to see it right here.
So yeah, Nizev Enforcer is absolute nuts.
We do see a Cosmic Sinkhole, which will be able to counter that turn 1.
Splashcat goes down to 6 to get the removal curve.
Yeah, I mean, you see 2 counters and an Exile, so that's going to be lots of removal for Splashcat.
Yeah, but on the bright side, Cool Beans has a hand with Mindstorm's Eye, which means that you don't really mind running cards into removal. So the worst case scenario for Cool Beans here is that like they try to go for a Mindstorm's Eye play or Mindstorm's Eye plan where you run all your cards into removal, and then Mindstorm's Eye gets hand attacked right on turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so Splashcat,
you also get the Bolt. But the question is, would you rather run something like, I don't know, never mind. I was thinking of maybe like Bleeding Aces, but that's probably just infinitely worse than Mindstorm's Eye.
Yeah.
What card?
Bleeding Aces.
Bleeding Aces.
Oh, right. You haven't played after Feynap. Or actually...
I mean, it's a random uncommon from Feynap. I can't know all these cards.
If you want to see it.
Okay.
I played a league game like yesterday, okay? I'm not that old.
What did you play?
I played Mono Black. It's a current deck.
Like which
it's
version?
Got an ambitious the one I built has an ambitious Necromancer package in it.
When did you build it?
Like a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. So it's actually recent. Anyways, let's actually focus back on the game. Wait, Cool Beans went for turn 1 Nizev.
We have Enraptured Countess from Cool Beans.
Wait, why did they go for turn 1 Nizev? Like you should usually want to keep Nizev for turn 2 in case you get Bite Blitz or something.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to run it out, but like you still get the copy turn 2 if you play Bust Spell. Sure, you're losing your Bust Spell, but like you're also getting a copy, which is better into removal. But like Splashcat would have had that sinkhole anyway.
Well, no, on turn
if you play the thing on 1, the sinkhole's gone, and yeah, there's the Exile anyway. Actually,
I think it's just like your opponent. I mean, I don't know how much looking at deck lists there is, but your opponent's on sinkhole. They brought in the Exons. They brought in the Temeration. Do you want to run out your best creature immediately into that kind of situation?
Yeah, exactly.
And they have
Especially
2 bits of removal, but if they only
that
have
might be
1,
different with the Mindstorm's Eye, though. That might be something to consider on why Cool Beans did that.
yeah.
yeah, but still, I feel like you should always run out Nizev second, like, and use Enraptor counters to bait the removal on turn 1.
Yeah.
You see RFE from Splashcat, so that's going to start drawing some cards.
And that's
There's
really
some
good cards.
grass. Good cards, yeah.
Also, Simmel to start untapping Heart.
Yeah, I haven't really seen Simmel in action yet. I've seen a different game with Splashcat. I think it got No, it was the other deck that runs Simmel, which is Scribbles. But then I'm just getting walked over by Mono Black.
Man, imagine if one of the strong
similar
arm,
decks, just different colors.
imagine if there was a haste enabler in Cool Bean's hand, then they would have been able to on fate against a mostly tapped out opponent.
Yeah, Bite Blitz good.
So I think the play here is actually just like if Splashcat tries to remove on fate, Cool Beans should just strong arm in response just to make the treasure token because you're trying to empty your hands for Mindstorm's Eye.
Yeah,
that might be what Cool Beans is doing by leaving this up, but
it protects against.
Maybe we're just getting upgraded or something.
Banishment good.
So Banishment's gonna hit the Autumn Fae. You have Simul and Hearts to make a ton of mana.
Does Heart go mana positive currently?
Yes.
Okay. It goes...
Yeah, you tap 4, get 5.
Well, does it go mana positive as in it makes more than just tapping it by itself?
Yeah, because if you tap 3 lands and you activate its ability, you're getting 5 mana. So you're tapping. You tap 4 lands, get 5 mana. You're up.
At 4 lands, you're mana neutral. At 5 mana, you go +1, 6 mana, 6 lands +2, etc.
And 7 lands, you go +3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I understand why Heart is being changed to those numbers after the nerf now.
It just gets worse at like 5 and 6, and then worse at like 8, 9, and doesn't do insane stuff. Which, I mean, I've been cooking some stuff up with Heart of Sedina, but I mean, Heart Attack is one of my least favorite decks. I can't deny that. So I'm definitely glad it's getting hit.
And there goes Autumn Fae.
Yep. We do have the Mindstorm's Eye to recoup from that. But maybe Cool Beans wants to actually cycle their land first, but I don't really see a reason not to, other than fear of sinkhole, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's also fizzled. That's extra bad. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does fizzle it.
So you always point Mindstorm's Eye at face, right? Like, is there any point in knocking Simone off the ultimate? Like, if some Ultimate's game has gone on for too long already, right?
Ultimates, you're probably losing already because like that's happening in what, 3 turns? So Splashcat's just gonna have so much mana by then. They'll probably have coalesced RFE, drawn some more cards. Like you're probably have lost that game at that point.
Yeah. So
because you're coalescing RFE next turn, probably.
So if Splashcat goes down to 13, they're actually dead to some combination of Prowess guys plus Bite Blitz plus pump spells. And that's not what you want.
Okay, yeah,
No guys.
The best draws.
Have you played Land for Turn? You've played Land for Turn, so.
Oof.
Yeah, I think you just.
I mean, Splashcat isn't drawing anything useful right now either, so there's that at least.
Just coalesce.
Splashcat drew an island, so differently named lands count does not go up.
So I mean, you can probably. I think you just +1. You make the elemental with Simmel, and then you just use the heart mana. You have enough on your lands.
Never mind. Splashcat has RFE, right? Yeah, they're not empty-handed.
Yeah, you just cast RFE here, and then you have Simmel. You just make the 1/1. You're on ultimate next turn. If you get the ultimate off, you probably just win because you have 3 4/4s and you refill your hand. Woo.
+2 Simmel 2 turns in a row, then you get to ultimate. Or actually, you only have to +2 at this turn.
Right? Yeah. Just +2 at this turn, and it's over unless Cool Beans draws like a Scorch or a hasty creature.
I don't know what I just did, but I zoomed out my cockatrice chat like infinitely, and I don't know how to zoom it back in.
What do you mean?
I'll send a screenshot.
I think you can just like control scroll on it.
I hope, because it looks like this.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, Wait, you want to see infinite zoom?
Too bad people in the
Can't
video
control
can't tell.
Soul. It's not working.
Oof.
This
Yeah. Okay.
is-
Cool Beans top second land and concedes.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Can't. Let me see if I can point my OBS at Discord. Just wait. I don't actually have. Do I have streamer mode on right now? Do I want to like leak on all my servers?
What
just like
the worst part is that like the player icon image thing stays the same size.
that's the best part. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me keep up with these reworks. I didn't even realize Harzadina was getting nerfed. That's crazy.
Okay, so game 3 immediately, and Cool Beans has an. Oh, they actually have a really good hand. They go. No, don't run out in the 7-4. Don't run out in the 7-4 on turn 1. No, you had Bite Blitz. Why? Cool Beans. You had Spell Pierce.
Here's the thing though.
No.
Splashcat plays around Spell Pierce, but if Splashcat hadn't used the exhunt right there, Cool Beans could have Spell Pierced it. That was the silver lining. But Splashcat played around it, made the right play. So
I don't think anyone's gonna be like, I'm gonna wait for my opponent to untap with the Spell Pierces in their sideboard to cast this card.
Okay,
I'm so smart.
on the bright side, Cool Beans has 2 Autumn Phase, so yeah, the first Autumn Phase eats removal, the second one also eats removal, and then Cool Beans gets refill with Mindstorm's Eye, so like
the second you just hope you draw a third.
Well, no, if you draw third land, then yeah, you're hitting for 6, and then it eats removal.
Okay, well, the good news is, so like if Splashcat doesn't draw anything useful, and that's like their 2 removal spells is all the removal they have this game, then I think Cool Beans is in a good position.
8 of rounds though. That's gonna start bolting stuff if Splashcat
It's not.
can
Like
solve for
Gabe Browns never starts bolting stuff unless the game's already over and once for Prowess.
Surprised by Anapraxia's Endeavor here. I mean, you're playing around Spell Pierce still, yeah.
Yeah.
It's there.
Okay, so if Cool Beans top deck a land, they can Autumn Fate and hold up Spell Pierce. Darn.
Does not.
That's
You
actually.
can run out Autumn Fate, but then it just gets.
You can't run out second.
Because you have your Spell Pierce.
Yeah,
So
you can Bite Blitz, counter, and then you're good. You're winning.
Well, that's bad. So I was thinking like maybe Cool Beans can just pass the turn holding up Spell Pierce for Splashcat's 3-drop, but I guess they're not doing that.
I think Sinkhole was a wrench in that plan, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, because
wait.
Splashcat Sinkhole here, which was top deck.
Okay. Cool Beans can Spell Pierce the banishment now.
For the viewers at home, Cosmic Sinkhole is a really good Magic card.
I agree.
Did you know that this used to cost X blue?
Are you asking who?
I do, yeah.
Giving the viewers at home, and I assume you guys do since you actually played MSEM for a while. I only know because other people have said it.
As the old head in the room, it still feels weird looking at the 2 X's in that cost. It doesn't look right.
Honestly, it kind of feels like if you look at Cosmic Sinkhole, it feels weird that it's playable. You have either 4 Spike or 3 mana leak. Why are you playing this card? And then it's like one of the best counter spells in the format.
Splashcat did not try to hold the Celestial Banishment for a second pump spell, so now Spell Pierce actually works against it. Okay, I think
And then Sinkhole does not. They just pay for Sinkhole, so there's no point in doing it.
Okay, so I guess now you run out the second Bite Blitz too because your opponent has no removal against Anfei. All right, we got a game. Wait. Do we? Is this?
No, that's only 10 damage because of Sinkhole.
"Quote unquote" only 10.
Only 10 damage.
"Quote unquote" only 10.
And Splashcat doesn't.
Ricky knows about that one time where I gained like 15 life, and then the next turn you like immediately bursted me for 18 with an Autumn Fay.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Splashcat could just lose next turn depending on this Mindstorm's Eye draw.
No, Cool Beans can just flashbacks and Bite Blitz. Like if Cool Beans gets a land, they just flashback 2 Bite Blitz and Splashcat dies.
Yeah.
Cool Beans doesn't even need a land. Because that only puts it to 3 power, but the next turn Splashcat's dead to the Mindstorm's Eye.
You just have to hold up. I don't think that's the play. I think you have to hold up.
Corpse Bed, right?
Corpse Bed. That's a zinger right there. That's huge.
Yeah, there goes those Bite
Blitzes.
Blitzes.
The Bite Blitzes are gone, but Mindstorm's Eye still hits in for a 3. plus another 2 with the Autumn Fae.
If
they're strong arm.
Do you just strong arm
The thing is-
instead?
if Splashcat untaps, they blow up because they can play a differently named land. Gate of Realms costs 5. They have 5 mana. Blow up Autumn Fae.
But then if you strong arm here, you Mindstorm Zai for lethal, so it doesn't matter.
Well, hand attack though. What if your opponent has hand attack?
But then they can't activate the Gate of Realms, right?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, Mindstorm Zai is still the
Mindstorm Zai
safer.
Mindstorm Zai instead.
I mean,
So you just need to
hit, if you hit a land and you hit a pump spell, you win.
Or I mean, that also
works.
works.
There's Scorch and Mindstorm Zai for lethal next turn. Or
That's lethal right now. There is just nothing you can do about that.
Oof.
You just needed more room.
Yeah, Cold Beans is in finals now.
With my deck, even.
So our
and it's
finals,
against Nyx, who's on Reshaper. So we'll see how that goes.
I have yet to see that Reshaper deck.
Same.
I am very interested.
Yeah.
Reshaper was kind of a sleeper because what happened was we were originally brewing as everyone knows, Trattery Restoration, and then Nyx changed. Well, Nyx was originally going to run it, then changed to Reshaper, then changed back on the 5th, and then on the 7th changed back to Reshaper, and then might win this GP with that. So,
yeah.
Well, I mean, I think Prowess is a lot of a worse matchup for Nyx than if Splashcat had won, right? Because Splashcat actually has interaction. Or no, it's because Cool Beans is actually fast.
Nyx just won against a Simmel kind of control deck. Although that one was a very different build, but it's kind of the same idea of you're hard attacking kind of. So
yeah,
I think Nyx is in
4 main deck life games, 4 main deck stand, which is very bad against Nyx, and also Roots from Ruin. So yeah, not the best.
Yeah. So like, let's see. So like. How much removal does Nyx have?
I mean, who needs removal?
No interaction.
Cool. So this is just going to be a race.
But Nyx has lifelink is the big thing.
Well, it's not very cheap lifelink though, right?
I remember Nyx saying though that their main plan would just be to race because the lifelink is too slow. And
yeah, exactly.
The aggro would probably just get around it.
And then I guess post board Cool Beans gets to bring in 1 mana artifact destruction and spell pierce.
Cool.
It's kind of crazy though. Cool Beans just net decked this random because Times DM'd him and then won the GP.
Yeah, and
it's not won yet.
Well, I mean, it's entirely possible.
Someone's gonna win.
I mean, I want Nyx to win, but.
I want Cool Beans to win because it's my deck, and also this deck won't exist next month because Nizev Enforcer is getting nerfed.
Is Deadman's getting nerfed?
I think Nizev Enforcer is still extremely good after the nerf, and the deck isn't going anywhere. But
it gets slightly worse. I mean, so does Hard. Hard also gets nerfed, so both decks will exist next month, or won't be the same.
Gravetiller is getting buffed.
It's not a buff.
So people found a lock with it, and Council just decided to preemptively hit it.
It's a lock? Okay.
It's expensive lock, but yeah.
There's a card that's 3 mana whenever you cast mana value 5 or greater spell, counter target spell. So you would just loot 2 Gravetillers and counter every spell your opponent casts.
I'm surprised Mastery got reworked.
People don't like Hard. People complain enough about Hard that people just gave up.
Sunrise Orchard was definitely a surprise too.
I feel like there's 3 bits of the 3 things that we good with Heart of Zadina, or 3 bits of a Heart of Zadina deck all got hit.
Okay, so let's count the cards that got nerfed in Heart of Zadina decks. Elryan, Prowess Restoration, Heart of Zadina itself, Mastery, and Sunrise Orchard. Those were all in Heart of Zadina builds at some point this month. So yeah. Heart of Zadina nuked.
That's gonna be crazy. Heart of Zadina has been around. I remember Heart Attack decks when I first came around. That was crazy to me.
Back in 2020?
I don't know. My timeline
wait,
mentally is
when did Lance or what was it called Worlds Away? When did Worlds Away release?
Heart of Zadina. It was in 2019, so it was already in the format when I came in.
2019?
Wow, this is.
I don't know. I did not realize I've been here since 2020. That is a shock to me.
Okay, I want to
I
actually
was like
look at the nerf history.
13. I was a teenager. I was a child. I'm still
Heart
playing
of
bad decks.
Zadina. Okay, so yeah, apparently it just never got balance change until now.
I mean, it's always been like it got banned in MSEDH. I remember that happening.
Yeah, but that's Commander. Nobody cares about Commander.
I used to basically only play MSEDH. I was huge on that. I remember when they started doing secret layers.
That was
My
yeah.
secret layer Hugh Lieb, that was mine. I did that one.
Oh,
But,
anyways, that's probably enough extra discussion. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. For anyone who watched this game, watch us commentate. Hopefully, we can do more of these sorts of group commentaries in the future because they're always super fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
And